Ty Borden, back from the dead? Sounds crazy, right? But the Heartland trailer for season 19 has fans wondering, could this be a huge twist? What if everything we thought we knew about his story isn't as final as we believed? In this video, we'll break down the clues that have everyone talking and reveal the shocking details that just might change everything for Ty and for Heartland itself. When you think of Heartland, one name probably stands out above all others: Ty Borden. His story shaped so much of what made the show special. From the moment he first arrived at Heartland Ranch, Ty became the heart of the show. His relationship with Amy, the bond he shared with the horses, and his own personal growth made him a character fans couldn't help but root for. He wasn't just the new guy on the ranch, he was someone who struggled, fought, and loved with all his heart. That's why his death in season 14 hit so hard. Ty had grown into such an integral part of the Heartland family that the idea of the show moving on without him felt almost impossible. But now, with the upcoming season 19, there are signs that maybe we haven't seen the last of Ty Borden. Could the trailer be hinting at something more? Fans have noticed a couple of strange, almost unexplainable moments in the preview that could suggest his return. At first glance, you might think it's just another emotional flashback or a dream sequence. But as we break it down, some of these scenes don't seem so simple. Could Ty actually come back in some form? Some fans believe that his spirit might play a larger role in the coming season, helping guide Amy or the others on their journeys. But then, there are those who think there's more to it than just a symbolic return. Could Ty's return be physical, not just a memory? If so, what kind of twist would bring him back into the fold? Let's not forget that Heartland has never been shy about introducing unexpected storylines, especially when it comes to family drama and personal growth. Ty's passing was a huge turning point for everyone, especially for Amy, who had to learn how to move forward without him. The question now is, has the show reached a point where it's ready to explore what comes after grief? Could Ty's return signal a whole new chapter in Amy's life and in the show's overarching story? Now, as we dive deeper into the trailer, let's take a closer look at what's really going on. What do those brief moments actually reveal about the future of Heartland? Are we witnessing the final goodbye, or is there a twist just around the corner? Fans might have to wait and see, but the clues are certainly making things interesting. As the trailer for Heartland Season 19 dropped, fans everywhere hit pause, rewound, and analyzed every frame. There's something about this teaser that feels off. Not in a bad way, but in a way that makes you think twice. There's something more lurking behind the images we see. Something that isn't just a typical, "here's what's coming next" trailer. It's almost as if the trailer itself is playing a game with us, throwing in subtle clues that leave us questioning everything we thought we knew. First up, let's talk about the quick shot of Amy. She's standing in the barn, looking out toward the pasture. If you look closely, there's a shift in her expression, something deeper, almost like she's sensing something beyond the visible. It's the kind of look that makes you think, is she feeling Ty's presence, or is it just the weight of everything she's been through? Now keep in mind, this could be a simple emotional moment. But considering the stakes for this season, could it be more? Could Amy's subtle reaction in the trailer be hinting at something we're not seeing just yet? Then, there's that blink and you miss it shot. A figure standing by the barn door looking down. The lighting's dark and the face is obscured. At first glance, it's easy to dismiss it as just another mysterious character walking onto the ranch. But something about this shot doesn't sit right. Fans are questioning if this could be Ty, or at least a clue that his story isn't finished. The way the figure stands there, alone in the shadows, seems eerily similar to how Ty might appear in a scene like this. Quiet, still, almost like he's watching from the sidelines, not fully part of the action but still lingering in some way. And here's the kicker. If you look closely at the background during a pivotal scene near the end of the trailer, there's a fleeting image of a horse. But this isn't just any horse. It's a horse that's been tied to Ty from the very beginning, his beloved Phoenix. Fans have been quick to point out that this horse has a deeper connection to Ty than just being part of the ranch. If Phoenix is showing up again, does that mean something more is at play? Is this the show's way of saying that Ty's spirit still roams the ranch, perhaps guiding Amy or someone else through a tough time? Or could it be a symbolic return, a reminder that Ty's influence is still felt, even if he isn't physically present? Now, while these moments might seem subtle, they speak volumes when put together. Each shot, each frame, adds a layer of mystery to the idea of Ty's return. The producers have always been masters at leaving clues in the smallest details, and, with these few scenes, it's clear that they're doing it again. But what does all this mean for the upcoming season? Is Ty's legacy more than just memories, or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? We're left with more questions than answers, and that's exactly what the creators want. They've left us hanging on every word, every visual. The trailer isn't just teasing us with what's to come, it's setting the stage for something we might not be prepared for. The real question is, what's next? The trailer has planted the seeds, and now it's time to let those theories blossom. Now, let's step into the world of leaks and rumors. Heartland fans are no strangers to the excitement that comes with early insider info. But this time, the leaks surrounding Ty Borden's potential return are something else entirely. According to whispers from those close to the production, season 19 isn't just going to pick up where we left off after Ty's heartbreaking death. Oh no, what's coming next could flip the entire Heartland universe on its head. One of the most intriguing leaks suggests that Ty's return could be more than just a symbolic appearance or a dream sequence. Some insiders are hinting that the show might take a bold step into the supernatural realm. Yes, you read that right. The idea of Ty's spirit lingering around the ranch isn't new, but now it seems there could be a storyline where his presence becomes an active force, influencing key decisions. Imagine Amy, still grieving and trying to move forward, receiving what seems like messages from Ty. Could the show take us into a world where the lines between the living and the past blur in unexpected ways? If this is true, it would be a huge leap for Heartland, moving beyond the grounded real-world storytelling we're used to and diving into something far more mysterious and emotional. But wait, it gets even crazier. Another leaked detail points to the possibility of a long-lost relative of Ty showing up at Heartland Ranch. Could Ty's family, whom we rarely see, play a role in the upcoming season? The theory suggests that someone connected to Ty, perhaps a sibling or distant relative, might arrive on the ranch with a hidden agenda. Their presence could stir up old wounds, force Amy to confront unresolved emotions, and shake the family dynamics to the core. Imagine the tension that would create: new blood, unexpected alliances, and the looming shadow of Ty's memory. Addition to that, there are rumors about a flashback-heavy episode that will dig into Ty's past. These episodes are rumored to reveal details we never knew about his life before Heartland. If this is true, expect to see Ty's history unravel in a way that shines new light on his character and deepens the emotional connections viewers have with him. But what if these flashbacks aren't just about remembering Ty's past? They could hold the key to understanding how his story ties into the present. And let's not forget the darker side of these leaks. Some sources suggest that the show might explore the consequences of Ty's death on Amy in ways we haven't yet seen. The emotional toll it took on her could have long-lasting effects, not just on her relationships but on the direction of the ranch itself. If these leaks are true, Season 19 won't just be a return to normalcy. It will be an exploration of grief, healing, and the aftermath of loss. So whether it's Ty's spirit, a new family member, or a deeper dive into his history, Season 19 is shaping up to be far more than just another chapter in the Heartland story. The stakes are higher than ever, and these leaked details hint at a season that will push the boundaries of what fans thought was possible. Keep your eyes peeled, because what's coming next could change everything we've come to expect from Heartland. Okay, let's talk about the wildest part of all this: the fan theories. Heartland has an incredibly passionate fan base, and when it comes to Ty Borden's possible return, the speculation is running wild. Fans have long been debating how the show could bring Ty back into the fold, and with all the recent clues from the trailer and the leaked details, it's safe to say that the theories are getting even crazier. One of the most popular theories that's circulating right now is the idea that Ty's return could be a twist involving time travel, or at least some kind of manipulation of time. I know it sounds like something out of a sci-fi show, but hear me out. If you look at the way Heartland has explored deep emotional connections, the idea of time bending around those who are dearly loved doesn't seem so impossible. Some fans believe that Amy, desperate to find closure after Ty's death, might somehow find herself in a position to relive moments with him. Could this be some kind of mystical or metaphorical journey back in time? A season centered around memory, reflection, and time could bring Ty back in ways we never imagined. Maybe Amy has a vision or a dream that's so real, it's as though she's actually with him again. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Another theory that's gained traction involves the idea of Heartland taking on a more supernatural angle. Fans are wondering if the ranch itself could be haunted by Ty's memory, with moments that almost feel like Ty never truly left. Some speculate that Ty's spirit could become an actual guiding force for Amy as she faces the challenges of running the ranch without him. Is there something about Heartland Ranch that keeps people's spirits alive in a way that we haven't seen before? Could the show lean into the emotional weight of the past, making Ty's return a haunting not just of Amy's mind, but of the land itself? And then there's the theory that's just too out there to ignore. Some fans think Ty may not only return in spirit or memory, but as part of a larger family mystery. What if Ty's untimely death wasn't as random as it seemed? Could his family have been hiding something from the Heartland Ranch family, something that links his death to a larger, darker secret? Fans are tying this theory to the potential appearance of a relative in the upcoming season, suggesting that Ty's death may not have been an accident at all. Could there be someone out there who knows the truth about what happened to him? Lastly, there's the theory that Ty's legacy isn't just about his death. What if his story isn't finished because his impact is still being felt in the lives of those around him? Perhaps Ty's influence will live on through his friends, family, and the very ranch he helped build. Some believe that Ty's legacy could be passed down in ways we can't yet fully understand, whether that's through the decisions Amy makes or how the family moves forward. In this scenario, Ty's return isn't as literal as we might hope, but more like an emotional continuation of his life's work. Whatever the case, fans are buzzing with anticipation. These theories are just the beginning, because if there's one thing we know about Heartland, it's that the show is never afraid to push the boundaries of what we expect. Whether it's a supernatural twist, a mind-bending exploration of time, or a deep dive into family secrets, the possibilities for Ty's return are endless. One thing is for sure. Season 19 is going to be unlike anything we've seen before, and no matter how Ty's story unfolds, the emotional impact will leave fans talking for a long time to come. As we gear up for Heartland Season 19, the question on everyone's mind is, what comes next? With the whispers of Ty Borden's potential return still lingering, we have to ask ourselves how his legacy will shape the future of the show. Season 19 is poised to take us in new directions, but it seems clear that Ty's presence, whether literal or emotional, will continue to have a massive impact on the characters and the ranch itself. So what does the future hold for Heartland now that it's staring down one of its biggest twists yet? First, there's the undeniable truth that Heartland has always been a show about growth, both for the animals and the people. Every character has gone through major changes, and Season 19 promises to keep that tradition alive. For Amy, the journey has been one of learning to cope with loss and finding strength in her vulnerability. Ty's death marked the start of a new chapter in her life, but it seems like that chapter isn't over just yet. Whether Ty returns in a mystical, spiritual, or even tangible form, Amy's arc will undoubtedly take on new layers of depth. Will she continue to carry the weight of the past, or will Ty's return allow her to finally let go? This emotional journey will likely define the next phase of Amy's character development, and fans will be glued to every moment. Then, there's the ranch itself. Heartland has always been more than just a setting. It's a character in its own right. The ranch is a living, breathing entity that grows alongside its people, and Season 19 will likely explore how the ranch continues to evolve after Ty's passing. Will the ranch face new challenges? Could a new family member or unexpected event threaten its future? As the next generation of the family steps up to take the reins, the show might shift its focus to the next chapter of Heartland's legacy, with Ty's memory serving as a guiding force. The ranch could become a place of healing, of moving forward, or even of rebuilding what was lost. Of course, no Heartland season would be complete without some heartwarming moments and unforgettable character dynamics. Ty's return, whether in spirit or through the actions of those he left behind, would create a unique opportunity for other characters to shine. From Lou's ever-evolving role as a businesswoman to Jack's quiet wisdom, every character has a stake in Ty's legacy. Their individual journeys will likely be shaped by how they each grapple with the past and navigate the unknowns of the future. With Ty's influence lingering over them, we might see these characters rise to new challenges, confront their own fears, and ultimately become stronger in ways they never imagined. But no matter how Ty's story plays out, one thing is certain. Heartland will continue to be a show that tugs at the heartstrings of its viewers. Whether it's the return of a beloved character, the exploration of deep family bonds, or the healing of wounds that have never quite closed, Season 19 promises to bring a fresh and emotional wave to the series. So, as we wait to see how it all unfolds, we can't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. Because no matter what happens, Ty Borden's legacy will continue to define Heartland in ways we can't even imagine yet. As the days tick, down to the Heartland Season 19 premiere, we're all bracing for what could be the most unpredictable season yet. The leaks, the trailer, the fan theories, it's all adding up to one thing. Heartland is about to take us on a wild ride. Ty Borden's story isn't just a part of the past, it's a thread that could weave its way through the future, pulling us into new emotional highs and gut-wrenching lows. So what can we expect as we dive headfirst into the unknown? Let's start with the emotional journey. Amy's path without Ty has been rocky, to say the least. She's navigated loss, found new strength, and learned to keep moving forward in ways that seem almost impossible. But there's no denying that Ty's influence has been a part of every step she's taken. Whether or not he physically returns, his legacy will continue to shape her decisions and growth. We're likely going to see Amy confront new obstacles, perhaps ones tied to Ty's memory, and find ways to honor his spirit while forging a future of her own. What kind of closure will she find, and how will it affect her relationships, both with her family and the ranch? Then there's the question of what the ranch itself will face. Heartland has always been about overcoming the odds, whether it's healing animals or dealing with the internal struggles of its characters. Season 19 could see a shift in that dynamic, with the ranch at a crossroads. Will new blood enter the scene, pushing the family into uncharted territory? The idea of Ty's return brings a sense of lingering presence, but will it be a symbolic healing, or will the ranch itself face new challenges that force the characters to band together in ways we haven't seen before? And let's not forget the role of the fans. The Heartland fan base is more than just an audience, they're a community. The theories, the excitement, the endless speculation, fans are as much a part of the show's journey as the characters themselves. How will they react to the twists and turns that Season 19 promises? Will they embrace the unexpected? We've seen fans rally around every part of the show. But Ty's potential return could stir up some of the most passionate discussions yet. The truth is, no matter how Ty returns, whether in spirit, memory, or some miraculous twist, Season 19 is set to shake things up. Heartland has always been about the unpredictability of life, about how the past shapes the present, and how we find the courage to move forward, even when we're not sure what comes next. Ty Borden's legacy is woven into the very fabric of the show, and his story is far from over. So, as we prepare for the season to drop, we can't help but feel the weight of everything that's to come. New challenges, new revelations, and, most importantly, a fresh chance for the Heartland family to rise above the past and face whatever the future holds. One thing is certain, Ty Borden will never truly be gone. He'll continue to be part of Heartland, and whatever happens, it's going to leave us all hanging on every word, every moment, and every revelation. The countdown to Season 19 has begun. Are you ready for what's next? As we near the end, Of this deep dive into Heartland Season 19, one lingering question remains. What does the future hold for Ty Borden's unfinished story? Ty's legacy is not just a thread woven into the show's past. It's the foundation for what's coming. Next, his death in Season 14 left an undeniable void, but with every clue, leak, and theory, it's becoming clearer that his impact on Heartland is far from over. The story of Ty Borden is one of growth, love, loss, and resilience, and in many ways, that's the heart of Heartland itself. So, as we look to the future, let's ask the real question. Is Ty's story truly finished, or is the show about to rewrite everything we thought we knew? For one, Ty's legacy isn't just about the physical absence left by his death. It's about the imprint he made on the people around him. From Amy to Jack, Lou to the horses he cared for, Ty's presence echoes through every corner of Heartland Ranch. Even in his absence, he continues to influence the lives of those who knew him best. But if these latest clues and leaks are anything to go by, we may be stepping into a season that explores that legacy in ways we never expected. Will Ty return in some form, as a memory, a vision, or something else entirely? The possibilities are endless, and it seems like the showrunners are toying with every possibility to keep us guessing. Imagine a scenario where Ty's legacy comes back to haunt Amy, not in a ghostly, supernatural way, but in the way memories, regrets, and unresolved emotions often do. We've seen Amy's strength, her healing journey after Ty's passing, but what if she has to face her past in an even more significant way? Could we see a return of Ty in Amy's emotional landscape? Could his presence push Amy to finally confront the deepest parts of her grief and push forward in a way she hasn't yet? On the other hand, if the show does take a more literal route with Ty's return, whether through supernatural means, a long-lost family member, or some complex twist, it would bring a whole new dynamic to the ranch. Ty's death was a turning point for everyone, and the aftermath of that event has shaped how the other characters view their lives. But the return of Ty, whether as a spirit, a flashback, or a new face, would bring about an entirely new set of challenges and opportunities for growth. Could this be a new chapter for Heartland, one that explores how to move on while still honoring the past? As we speculate about what lies ahead, it's important to remember that Heartland is a show that thrives on the complexities of its characters. Ty's story may have seemed like a tragic ending, but it could be the catalyst for something much more powerful in the coming season. Whether it's through the reappearance of Ty or the ripple effects of his legacy, the show is about to take us down a path that feels both fresh and deeply rooted in the past. So as we wait for Season 19 to arrive, the question isn't just about Ty's return, it's about how his story will continue to shape the future of Heartland. Heartland has always been about healing, family, and finding strength in the face of adversity. Ty Borden might not be physically with us, but his spirit, his love, and his journey are as alive as ever in the hearts of those who loved him. And in the end, isn't that what Heartland is really about? The story may not be over for Ty, but it's just getting started for all of us. As the clock ticks closer to the premiere of Heartland Season 19, it feels like the show is on the verge of something truly groundbreaking. For years, Ty Borden's journey has been at the center of Heartland, shaping the emotional core of the series. His life, his love for Amy, and his deep connection to the land and animals all contributed to making Heartland the emotional powerhouse it is today. But now, with Ty's legacy looming large, the show finds itself standing at a crossroads. What direction will it take? And what new era will it usher in for the family, the ranch, and the fans? This season, it seems like the show will not just revisit the past, but reimagine it. While the heart of Heartland will always be rooted in the rich history of its characters, there's a sense that Season 19 is ready to forge ahead. What does that mean for the future? The storylines have become more complex, the stakes higher, and the emotions even deeper. What we thought we knew about the ranch and its people is about to be turned upside down. Ty's influence will continue to echo throughout the story, but the real question is how the show will evolve without him at the center. How do you move forward when the past is never truly gone? This could be the season where the torch is passed. Maybe it's Amy, carrying the weight of Ty's memory while finding her own path forward. Maybe it's Jack, who's always been the rock of Heartland, teaching the next generation of ranchers and healing the wounds that Ty's loss created. Or maybe it's Lou, finding her place in the ever-changing landscape of the ranch and her family's future. There's no shortage of possibilities, and each character is poised for growth. But one thing is certain: Heartland will continue to explore the complexities of life on the ranch and the relationships that bind these characters together. In fact, the next chapter may just be about embracing change and accepting that growth doesn't mean forgetting the past. It's about moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. The family at Heartland has always been about resilience, and this season could see them pulling together in ways we've never seen before. As they face challenges, whether personal or related to the ranch, Ty's memory may provide the strength they need to rise to the occasion. There's a new chapter unfolding, and Ty Borden's legacy will continue to play a crucial role in how each character confronts their future. So, as we stand on the brink of this new era, one thing is certain: Heartland is far from done with Ty's story. Whether through the ongoing impact of his presence or the possible return of a piece of him, the heart of the show will always beat with the lessons he taught the Heartland family. This new chapter isn't just about filling the void left behind. It's about building on the foundation Ty helped create and making sure that Heartland continues to live and breathe for years to come.